Hi, this is Nathan Anderson with Yogic-Visions. We're here today in beautiful Los Angeles, California, and we're visiting today with Tasha Rae. She is a holistic healer and practitioner. She's currently finishing her doctorate in Spiritual Humanities. And Tasha, thank you so much for visiting with us today.
Thank you for having me.
It's great to see you. So tell us a bit about your holistic practice. You do holistic healing?
Yes, I been doing holistic healing for the last 15 years consciously. I would say 25 years unconscious, because spirit speaks to me in all different ways, and it shows up as healing modalities, an array of healing modalities.
So modalities, so different types of exercises or practices that you do?
Exercises and practices. My foundation is in looking at the auras and the colors. That's how Holy Spirit speaks to me, and I see colors in different people's auras. And through the colors, it shows up through different things that are going on in the body temple and outside the body temple.
Oh, very good. So where did you do your studies?
My undergrad studies are at Michigan State University, and that's my undergrad and master's, and my Ph.D. is in California Institute of Integral Studies in San Francisco.
San Francisco, of course. Yeah. Good. And what is your degree in at CIIS?
My degree is in Spiritual Humanities.
Spiritual Humanities.
With an emphasis in world religions.
Oh, okay. So tell us a bit about your doctoral work then.
My doctoral work is, I've been drawn to all types of religions ever since I was a young child. And I was really drawn to the oneness of different type of world religions. And so for my research, I did a study on 7 different spiritual practices and religions. And I did Buddhism, Christianity, Catholicism, mysticism, etc. And I wanted to sit with each of the practitioners in these particular fields and ask them how they commune with the spiritual world. And I was looking for the common thread of the different religious modalities.
So what kind of work did you do with these different peoples? You mentioned something about how you spent time.
Yes, and for each one, for example, like in Buddhism, I spent about 4 years with the Theravada Buddhists. They're monks from Burma, up in the tree. They're tree monks. And so I would actually go there and go to silent retreats and sit, because I didn't want to just get a knowledge in my mind about what they do. I wanted to also embody the entire practice. So I did that with each one. And so that's really helped as all the information is coming together to see how it all plays out.
So it must have taken some time.
Yeah, it's been 8 years.
Really?
Yes.
That's great. That's quite a path.
I'm just surrendered to. I know what's already done. And so I just know as it's coming through me, it's really about what I can bring to the world and share. Because I believe that's why I'm here. I believe much is given to me to have so much information that's downloaded through me. Then it's my goal and task and journey to share it. So that's what I'm really been doing.
So I understand you have a home practice, but that you teach as well.
Yes, the home practice. Actually, my company is called Miracles, and it's a spiritual healing, holistic healing, where I do a lot of aura cleansing, a lot of past life regression, a lot of inner child work, and also work on the diet and healthy lifestyles with raw foods and things like that. Okay. And then I teach part-time at Agape International Spiritual Center in Culver City.
Of course.
And the classes that I teach are for ministerial students, and it's a homiletics class preparing the ministerial students for their first sermons.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
So you're helping other people become healers and helpers as well.
Always. I believe that I'm a healer. I believe everyone is a healer. I believe everyone has these particular gifts inside of them. I just remind them of how wonderful and beautiful they are and how to tap into that.
So when did you first become aware of these other aspects of yourself, other than our normal human aspects? When did you first become aware of your divine aspects?
Well, I always knew before creation that I chose to come here. I knew that I chose to come to this planet, Earth, to bring healing. And so when I was a young child, I'm Native American, I'm Navajo, and I was born with a caul over my face, which is a small piece of skin. It's very, very thin. And my ancestors and my godparents and grandparents shared with me that it keeps me 1 foot in the mystical realm, in the spiritual realm, and 1 foot in this 3-dimensional world. So I always saw angels when I was little. I always, people say guardian angels. I could see spiritual guides, archangels, like I'm seeing yours right now. I've always been able, so ever since I was young, I didn't realize it until I went off to college that people were really interested. I thought everyone saw this and knew this.
It's kind of a surprise sometimes when people that have that sight realize that it's not the common.
Exactly.
So when you first realized that you saw things that other people didn't see, how did that make you feel?
Well, I've always been known as like the weird child or the different child or the special child. I remember when I was younger, my mom told me I couldn't take my imaginary friends to school. That's when the first time it hit me, like, why not? But as I got older into college, it was more like I knew it was a gift. I just was aware that who I shared it with, so I wouldn't be mocked or made fun of. But inside, I always had this peacefulness because I knew that this was a gift, and I knew that everyone had this inside of them. So it actually empowered me to call forth more people that I was like, where are people like me? And that's what brought me to LA, because I really wanted to find other people that were interested in auras and interested in past life and things like that.
Yeah, I think a lot of people get drawn to areas where they're able to find people that have similar interests, or affinity groups.
Definitely.
So with regard to affinity, you probably find a lot more like-minded people here at the Agape Center?
Yes, at the Agape International Spiritual Center, it's wonderful as far as like-minded people. For example, I just had a spiritual play group at my dear godmom's home in Beverly Hills area. And what we do is bring about 15 people together, and we do the healing work that I participate in and I'm a practitioner of. And a lot of inner child work, a lot of visioning, and bringing out the inner potential in people. So that's one of the ways. And then other groups of people are able to connect with one another. So they're not isolated like I used to feel like I was.
So you get a group together, and you get a different dynamic when you're all working together. People are more open, perhaps?
Yes, definitely more open. And we create a space where everyone feels safe, and they feel a space where they can allow themselves to really go to that inner child and bring out the gifts that are inside of them, because I believe that everyone has healing gifts inside them. I believe this is just something that I just tap into and remind them so then they can share.
So I understand recently that you had an opportunity to be in a movie?
Yes, I'm extremely grateful for this opportunity. It's a spiritual sci-fi. It's called Light Masters. And the director and producer is Kelly Rigg, and it comes out in 2012.
Oh, good. So what do you do in that movie?
Well, I do a few things. One, I hold the space as one of the spiritual teachers. It's like a guru. And then also I have a fight scene. That I'm a spiritual warrior against the resistance.
Very good, yes. Very good. Well, I think we all are. It's just sometimes we don't have to do it physically, huh?
Yeah.
That's great. Well, I did get to see a clip of it. It looked really exciting, so
Thank
I can't wait
you.
till that comes out.
Thank you.
So we're looking forward to that too.
Thank you very much.
Wonderful. So how can people find out more about your practice and hear about you?
Yes, they can go to TashaToday.com, and that's TASHA today.com, and also at the Agape International Spiritual Center. They're interested in taking classes there, which are amazing. And also when you go to TashaToday.com, you can find out more about miracles, which is a healing practice.
Miracles.
Yes,
very
miracles.
Good. Well, I'm certain people will be very appreciative to find out some information more about you and get a chance to look you up.
Thank you.
It's been a real pleasure visiting with you. So thank you so much for having us into your space today. And we wish you all the best.
Likewise. Peace and blessings.
Namaste.